Okay, Road to Aesthetic Physique, day 3. I almost didn't want to record today because I was like in my head about, oh, what do I say? What do I talk about? I have to make a video. I have to say something. But that's like the old programming, right? That's kind of what I talked about a few episodes ago, where I was talking about how in my previous videos that I've been posting, it's been kind of more scripted, more planned out, and that can almost make it seem a bit fake, a bit robotic, a bit mechanical. So that's like the old habit that I'm trying to get rid of through recording these and just kind of speaking naturally. It's just allowing myself to be in that flow state and just whatever comes to mind, that's what I'm going to talk about, even if the video only ends up being like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. But yeah, today, kind of the same as yesterday, just going to go for another fasted walk. Even that, I'm kind of feeling a little tired. And it's good to listen to your body if you're really tired, if you're really burnt out. You don't have to do the exercise, you don't have to do the walk. You can take a break. You can just do something else. You can just get, your regular steps in. You can do some like light exercise, or you can just take a full rest day. It's important to have that balance of like listening to your body and not just getting caught up in, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to keep going. Like, don't force it when it's not there that day. That kind of comes from over time just being more self-aware and kind of trusting your intuition and knowing when something is just not aligned with you that day. Like, it's just not the day for me to lift, so I should take a break today. Like, my body and brain is telling me I just need to take a break, versus knowing when that feeling is actually just you being lazy, you wanting to procrastinate. Because it's easy to just tell yourself, oh yeah, I don't feel like doing it today. But deep down, you're just putting it off. You're just being lazy. You have enough energy. You could go to the gym, but you're not doing it. Versus you actually have been really consistent and you've been really locked in, but you're genuinely feeling burnt out. You're genuinely feeling tired. And sometimes you do need to keep pushing yourself, but other times it's okay to just pause, slow down for a bit. Like, it's like if you're going for a run outside, you don't need to just keep running, running, running. You can kind of slow down and just walk for a portion of it. Like, I don't run the entire time when I'm going for a run. I'll run or I'll jog, whatever, at like a steady pace. And then when I feel tired enough, I'll slow down. I won't stop, right? We don't want to stop. We want to keep flowing towards our goals, but I'll just walk for a little bit. I'll walk, allow my energy to recover, and then I'll go and continue. But yeah, this video, I don't really feel like I have too much to say. Just I'm trying to be consistent, do this as a daily thing, daily accountability for myself. Fasted walk today. I've been hitting my calories. I've been doing a good job the past few days of hitting my calories, kind of eating somewhat of the same thing every day. Like for breakfast, just some sort of like eggs, scrambled eggs with toast, maybe throwing some veggies like some onions and tomatoes into the eggs. Lunch, usually just some combination of meat, rice, and veggies. I'll usually do that for lunch and dinner. But I got the Ninja Creamy recently. I'm sure you might have seen that online, like on TikTok or whatever, where it's like you can just put a scoop of protein powder and some milk, and then you freeze it overnight, and then you just put it in the machine and it turns it into ice cream. So it's literally just a protein shake, but it's in the form of ice cream. So it's just more enjoyable to eat. It tastes even better, in my opinion. Yeah, not much to say today. I've just been really consistent the past few days, which that's really the key. Like, you want it to be boring. The fact that I don't have too many updates is a good thing. Like, it needs to be a little boring. It needs to be not like mind-numbingly boring, but it needs to be a little bit repetitive, because it's not about constantly changing it up, constantly doing something different. It's about being consistent. The best workout routine for you is the one that you can be consistent with. The best meal plan for you is the one that you can be consistent with. So with what I'm describing, I'm able to be consistent with it, and then getting to bed around like 11-ish every night. Just having a somewhat early bedtime, not staying up too late, allowing my body to flush out water weight. Hopefully you can tell in the camera, I think, when I recorded the first episode, I had just eaten a really high sodium meal and I stayed up really late, so I was super bloated. So hopefully the bloat is starting to go away now. It takes usually like 3-4 days after a high sodium meal for all the bloating to really flush out, but sleeping helps a lot with that. Also reducing cortisol, reducing your stress, uh, reducing your hunger hormones. Good sleep increases your fullness hormone, it increases your testosterone production, increases your growth hormone production. So basically when you sleep well, all the fat storage hormones go down and all the fat burning hormones, the muscle building hormones go up. So good sleep is honestly super important. Good sleep, getting your steps in, continuing to lift well with progressive overload. But obviously, if you're like me and you're trying to lose fat, because I just need to lose fat, I already have all the muscle, I already have like the V-taper amount of muscle and stuff for what I want and how I want to look. It's just revealing it, it's just burning off all the fat. So for me, all that other stuff that I just mentioned is great, but if I don't have the calorie deficit in place, it doesn't really matter, which is why I mentioned that I'm kind of eating roughly the same things every day. I can't eat the exact same thing every single day. My body gets sick of it, but kind of the same general thing, just lean protein, rice, veggies, eggs, the protein shake, the protein ice cream, just kind of a small menu of foods. You want to simplify it without being too restrictive. And again, it's okay to take a break every now and then. It's okay to just go off your plan, not be too dogmatic, just allow yourself to have that time to just eat whatever you feel like eating. It's healthier and more sustainable in the long run to, have this balance of, they say 80% of your diet just being whole foods, and then the other 20% can be, just whatever you want. Sometimes you need to get a little bit more restrictive. I'd say right now I'm more around like 90-10 in terms of 90% of it being whole foods, but you just do what you can do, or do the plans that are going to help you be consistent. Like, that's the message for today's episode. Just consistency is the key. Every day, every day, every day. Todos los días, every day. Like, you just got to do the similar things every day. And at first it might not seem like a lot is happening, but you're going to start to see those results over time. And like I said, even now, going on this fasted walk, right now, as I'm talking about it, I'm feeling kind of apprehensive. I'm feeling, you could argue, laziness, but this is where that honesty comes in. I have to be honest with myself and see, okay, is this really me being lazy, me procrastinating, or does my body genuinely need a break? Do I genuinely need a break? Because the fasted walk, even though it's not super high intensity, it can still take a bit of a toll on your body, especially because I just hit legs really hard like a couple days ago. So my body's still recovering from leg day also. But yeah, that's today's message. Be consistent. Have some form of accountability. Like, this is accountability for me. That's why I'm posting these things. Thank you all for watching. I saw like 4 people watch the last episode. That was really cool. Thank you for your support. Hopefully you're learning something from this. And if not, that's fine also. This is mostly just me yapping to myself. I'm going to record a video later today that's going to be more of a formal video, but with like the more optimized thumbnail and title and like with actual editing and stuff. But I want the vibe, like the actual delivery, to be more like this, right? Whereas, like I said, in the past I've been more robotic because I had the script and I wasn't sure like what I was doing, and I was kind of all over the place with it. Like, I wasn't all over the place, but I was like too restrictive, too forcing myself to just be in this one lane, of this one way of speaking rather. And so hopefully today, as I record this next video, I can be just more in that like flow state, more present, more grounded as I am now, but without yapping, of course, because I still have the plan of generally what I want to say, but I'm just trusting that it's all in my head. I'll go over what I wrote down and stuff, but I'm not gonna really look at it while I'm recording. I'm just gonna let it be natural and flow out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you all have a wonderful day.